Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Streaming with Steven, I should say. Obviously with Steven here, and today I am playing on the Citadel again. So, as same as last time, I'm going to be trying to get through this treehouse in the background here. It's been um, a long-standing, unfinished structure, and essentially, I don't think I'll get it all done today because I may only have a little bit more than an hour to stream today. But hey, Alistair, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So I'm hoping to make a bit of a dent in the treehouse today, but I'm I've got a couple of. I was a little unsure of what I wanted to do with it, but then I remembered that we had done an old sort of graph paper sketch of what I wanted it to look like, and I had completely forgotten about that. But essentially, I found it and then recreated it in Adobe Illustrator and printed it out. So I've got a printout copy of what you see here that I'm going to be using for reference to get the tree up to where I want it to be. Sorry, I'm going to be taking in a occasional sip of my tea here. So, as of right now, the middle section of this tree is not, I don't have it completely figured out here yet the way it's supposed to be. And I basically believe I was going to skip a step here and I forgot about that top part. So, essentially, my goal is to um, bring this to match the other drawing. Or sorry, the drawing that was on the other screen. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Now, one of the things that I've been toying with is, or one of the things that bugged me about this beforehand is the lighter wood that well, that makes up the bulk of the structure. I didn't actually like the way that it showed through when it had the full leaf coverage on it. And so I'm toying with the idea of actually changing the light spruce there to the dark oak. Now, the only downside of changing it to the dark oak is that it's also the color of the wood I use to sort of build the tree out. Since I can't really do an organic shape of the tree with just logs because logs don't allow you to make stairs or the flat planks there. Those aren't planks. What are they called? Slabs. So in order to get these branch-like shapes going out there, if I changed all of the wood over to dark oak, then I would lose, you know, I guess the specialness, for lack of a better word, of the branch structures. They just sort of blend into it. So I don't really want them to blend in. I'm pretty happy with the way that those look. But I may leave the floors the lighter color wood because then the branches would show up. But then I may change the outer wall colors. So first thing I'm going to do is actually build up the structure and then um, so that the underlying structure is exactly what I needed to be using spruce. Um, and then I will put the foliage on it and then see how it looks once it's lit up at night. I just don't want, I want it to look more like a tree and don't want it to look, I'm trying to find that balance between making it look like a tree and making it look like a structure. I finally remembered this time. Okay. So one of the things we need to do here, actually, one of the things, the first thing I meant to do was actually extend out my water so that I can actually do a bit of jumping right out of the tree. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, thanks, Alistair. I'm hoping that it does. It's just, sorry, I realized I scratched my face right next to the microphone. Um, yeah, it's just a matter of trying to keep it looking not realistic, but authentic to the actual tree shape versus um, making it look like a cool structure or a house, very house-like. Oops, that's not what I want. So right now I'm just sort of in a silly way digging out land that I'm going to put back afterwards because I want to give myself an area I can jump into just so I can get down from the building quickly. And then I want to be able to, as I was about to say, I want to be able to get out of it easily enough, but I'm just made that not the case. There we go. Which means then I will also take that out. Yeah. Sure, there are some Minecraft physics I'm not 100% aware of that would make that easier. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more of a safety zone to land in there, I think. So for those of you who end up watching along, you'll notice that I'm playing on the Citadel, where it's easy to go get all kinds of enchanted tools with the auto everything that's been set up here before me, but it's not that I am not appreciative of those things. I'm just, I guess on some level, because I didn't have any hand in building them. Oops, sorry. There's part of me that is stubborn and would like to do things on my own. So I'm going to just continue along with my stone axe here and everything, just plugging away with these tools and building new ones as I need them. So going to need to yeah, 100% going to need to move that fence as well. So welcome to the stream, everyone, where I die right away. Yes, thank you for the rip. No, I realize that the other sections are sort of as of yet undeveloped, but and my plan is to eventually get over there. It's just there's also, I don't know how to word it exactly. It's not that I want to do everything on my own, but I think for now, going forward, I think Alicia, it's a good point. I should probably spend some time going over one of those new places so that I could start from scratch over there. But seeing as this is where I sort of started on the Citadel with my tree, it feels like that is definitely one of those things I have got to finish before I move on with anything. So, oh yes, I don't have any grass blocks, just dirt. All right, so that's true. I mean, there's one thing, and it's one thing. Maybe what I'll do is sometime, maybe perhaps I can share in one of your streams, Alistair, or you can come into mine, and we can do sort of as a way to sort of introduce people to the greater. Yeah, no kidding. So I still got some rust to kick off, and it is definitely nice. It's nice to have a reason to come back and play in the Citadel, because I haven't had a chance to do that, and I always felt like I should be doing, I guess, something more productive with my time. And I can't remember whether I said it was on the last stream or not. But I do. I'm intrigued by the idea of streaming, because it's not just play. I also feel like I'm creating something I feel like I'm creating something while I'm playing. Whereas if I were just playing Minecraft on my own, which I enjoy, it feels like it's harder to justify that. And I don't know if that makes sense, but oh yeah, learn the lesson. All right, so that part B of that worked well. I just need to, so I don't want it to be easy for mobs to get in there. It's true. The streaming actually, it sort of gives you motivation to get something built. And I thought I had, oh, the chat is there. Okay. So in terms of last time I did a stream, I sort of came into it not really sure what I wanted to do. So the idea of having a stream and getting over the jitters the first time, it made me want to, well, basically had me plan it the second time, so I wasn't just somebody going, "Oh yeah, and this is my tree, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it." I know what I know. I shouldn't say exactly what I want to do with it this time, but I know what the structure is intended to be, and oops, and going to use that as my starting point now. And now that I've got that, I've got my lookout tower over there as well as my drawing. So this is me just being annoying. I want to test out my launch pad again before I rearrange all the stuff in my tool belt. Not my tool belt, but my backpack or whatever. All right. Beauty. Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to finish what I was saying. Thank you for that reminder. Basically, it's I would love to work on something together at some point. That would be cool. But even one of the things I'm not super familiar with on the Citadel yet is um, where all the portals are and everything. So it might be, if you don't mind either being on my stream or like I said, I could come onto your stream and we could do like sort of a walkthrough of where everything is. So then I can just sort of take note of how to get from point A to point B and sort of claim that land to make it my home away from home, as it were. All right, I'm going to temporarily. Can I reach that? I cannot reach that. Cannot basically create a home away from home, but know how to get there and know how to get back. It sounds like it'd be fun to do, but I don't want to go out in the middle of nowhere and go, I don't know where my tree is and be a big miney mess. All right. Okay, I'm just going to be a little bit extra cautious, seeing as I killed myself within the first 2 minutes of the stream. I'm going to just take out those pieces for now. Oops. Because the whole goal for this right now is just to make it easy for myself to make things quickly. There we go. I just want to test it now this one time. Should be perfectly fine. Without any danger, I should be able to walk off and not have any danger of crashing into my treehouse or into the fence now. Of course, the only down, I'll just have to stay on top of my my sleeping, because if I'm not careful and I get mobs spawning, then of course without my protective mob fence, then I'll never really have I can't really keep them out. Perfect. Almost perfect. Right. Now I understand what the problem is. I went further down there, but not. All right, I can put things back to where they were. Excellent. All right, I'm just going to take a moment here and re-put things back to where they were. Oh yeah, this is my my new Minecraft skin I created a little while ago. So this is my fancy gray hair, trimmed as to match my current haircut, and my orange hoodie with new blue jeans. So that's a little blockier, but that is me right there. Guess I don't really need my shield. It'll probably be in the way a little bit. I'm always reluctant to take that off because every once in a while I get surprised by mobs who like to sneak up on me, specifically skeletons that seem to come out of nowhere. Do I not have pants? Oh, they're my pants. Be able to update the. I apologize, I'm not sure what you mean. I'll be sure to update the data pack with it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry, Alistair. You go there, you go there, you. Oops. Actually, I want to. Oops, wrong way. I always like to. Ooh, cool. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Is that coming out in 1.16, or is that something that's just something that we're going to add in later with the data pack that you're talking about? Oh, and Joel Duggan has joined the game. And for those of you, I mean, it's only Alistair on the stream right now, but for anyone who ends up, if you end up watching this, Joel Duggan is actually the owner slash host of the Citadel. And he and I are, and a number of others are actually good buddies, and we hang out and we play Minecraft. Not as often as I would like, and it's just changing soon. Well, changing now, I guess. I'm on here, but oh, I see something that you tweaked in the Hermitcraft data pack, and gotcha. Cool. Oops. All right. So sorry for the scatterbrainness. I just want to go get another look at. I meant to go over to the tower to get a look at where it is and what my next steps are going to be. I took a quick look a moment ago, but this is just a refresher for myself. Okay, so according to the drawing, so the bottom level looks good, and that's going to be entirely covered with green. So this is where it gets a bit tricky because I want it to go up 3 with green and then come over, and I may have to, I was trying to keep it so that it would be similar to the blockiness of do you have the mini love-hate relationship between the two of you? Well, no, actually, we should have each other's heads on our walls. Just it's a little bit morbid, but that's hilarious. Is that her justice for your mistreatment of animals on Minecraft? All right, so yeah, as I was saying, I was hoping to keep the blockiness of my tree similar to the blockiness of the spruce tree. So there's the larger area that comes out, then it goes in a block, comes out, in. So mine is like a scale of 1 to 3 essentially. So the trunks on the standard spruce trees go up 1 block, as you know. Mine is 3 by 3 all the way up through the middle. And so I wanted to have the floors originally sort of be the same height as that, but I love having 3 blocks high on the inside. I know it's and actually it was a while ago, but I forget. There was one of them that I think I may have actually cut down. I actually planted it for reference, so I kind of just look over and check on it every once in a while. But then I planted a bunch of them to actually cut over there, and I think I cut down my reference tree. But it's all good. So now I need to. I guess the next thing that needs to be done is actually I may take this level and make it all dark oak because I think one of the things that bugged me a little bit is that this spruce here stands out. And if I make that dark oak, then it sort of will sort of similar to this shaded area here in the spruce tree. If I make that dark oak throughout, it'll just sort of settle back a little bit and not be so obvious. Or maybe I'll just actually make it spruce logs, and that way it blends in completely. And then, oh, thank you very much. Welcome to the chat, Anna. The next step I'm going to do is actually then, so that's going to go to spruce logs. Cool. Thank you for following, Anna. So are you actually a player on the Citadel as well? I'm not on here very often, so I apologize that I've never seen you on here if you are on here. But... Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for the follow. I'll have to keep an eye out for you on there. And then, so that's correct. Then this was actually going to be my original top, so to speak. But then, according to my drawing, then this needs to go out to be sort of 3 wide by like a 3 by 3 level again, and then I've got to look up at the top. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, usually grace the server late at night. Which time zone though? I'm on Atlantic time, east coast of Canada. So right now it's 10 to 9 my time. So what's late at night your time? Or what time zone, I guess, is the easiest question. Easiest answer. I need to go up 3 more. 3. Oh, I need to go 9 more. All right, I guess the first thing I need to do is count my spruce logs and then cut down some trees. Got 10. Very nocturnal. Ah, cool. Good to know. Actually, I don't need those to be logs. Okay. But I do need some more tree logs. Let's spruce logs. Let's go get those first. Actually, let's not die again and go to sleep. So I know I've said this to you a couple of times, Alistair, but thank you very kindly again for all the help getting set up. Wow. Do you stream on Twitch as well? 2 a.m. You are late. I'm actually up around 2 a.m. more often than I should be, but it's just an inability to fall asleep, really. There we go. XVI. Yeah, and in case anyone's wondering, my Minecraft name is pronounced XVI. It's like the Roman numerals for 16, because if I were a number, that's what I would be. I was born at 3:16 on September 16th, and yeah, it's been my soccer number for ages. Toss one into the fountain of affirmation if you want. See, this is how rare I'm on. I don't even know where the fountain of affirmation is. That's sad. So one of these days, again, like I said. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. I don't actually have a high sort of bitrate for streaming, but it's one of those things where I just sort of, talking to Alistair and talking to Joel, and they have, I forget the names of the apps, but like Loopback and probably, I think it's just one of those things that I knew exactly what it is, and it's sort of, yeah, it's a strange spelling for it for sure, but it's just one of those things that I guess I wanted it to be different, and then another username I've used for things is Steely, and because it's a combination of part of my first name and my middle name, but that was taken already on Minecraft, and so I just sort of wanted to come up with something new and unique that I was essentially 100% wrong or 100% sure that nobody would have, and so yeah, XVI, community farms, the meadows. Huh. Well, I don't actually have any. Okay, now I got to check. I may have gold nuggets up in one of my storage areas, which is another thing we're going to sort out one day. Where? From right here, or somewhere? Do I have to go up to my tree to see it? Straight shot from your tree. Really? Oh, is it the one with the? Am I pointing at it right now in the center? Maybe, maybe not. There's a slight delay in the chat, so I'll have to go check that out after. Oh, one beyond that house. Cool. Oops. Come on. There we go. So this is my. Oh, with the bamboo. Okay, I'll go check it out. Thanks, Alistair. So this is my storage area, which is not at all labeled. It's one of my projects I want to get to. I keep saying one of these days, but perhaps I'll make it one of these streams. I'll come with a plan of action of what it is I actually want to do. So is it bad form to throw gold armor in the fountain? If I don't have any gold nuggets, can I just chuck an enchanted gold chest plate that I know I'll never use? Yeah, I don't have any. Oh well. All right, so this is. Oh no, I can go around the other side and jump off. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. It's so silly, but I feel like I should have done that a while ago because it would have made my life so much easier to going up and down. I really only planned on doing it for the stream because then people didn't have to watch me climb up and down the ladder all the time. But I do, oops, need those saplings. Plant it again because I need my spruce. Totally lost my train of thought there. Sorry. Oh yes, because I only planned on created that little water drop thing originally because I just felt bad for the last stream after I realized it was just a lot of going up and down. Oh, thank you very much. I had actually intended to get streaming sooner than I did. The only downside is Yeah, I have to do Big Salty Pond every once in a while because I do have a few Patreons for that. I've got MM, Fluffy Dragon, and Keely. Oh, thank you very much for being patrons of Big Salty Pond. And it's a small but loyal following. And I guess what it comes down to is because I was doing it just for fun, but now that I have people actually paying for it, it's more of a priority than actually streaming. As weird as that may sound, but I do enjoy it, and I was overdue for getting an episode out. So I'm glad you checked it out. Thank you very much. And if anybody else is interested in checking out Big Salty Pond, it's you go to Big Salty Dog, Big Salty Dog, BigSaltyPond.com, and that's a link to the Patreon page where you can view all of the episodes. But you can also go to Big Salty Pond, all one word, either on Instagram or Facebook, and you can check it out there. Also, if you're into webtoons at all, or webtoon.com, that I am Big Salty Pond on there as well, which is actually pretty great webtoon community. So thanks for doing that, Alistair. But I don't actually have my Nightbot set up as well as I would like. I do appreciate all the links you sent me, but I didn't have a chance to do it. So, um, um, oh, that's why I have Streamlabs and Nightbot in there. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so bigsaltypond.com. Yeah, I appreciate you putting that in there. So maybe that's not that I want all of our conversation to be about streaming shop talk, Alistair, but may have to. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that day will come. We'll make that happen then. If you're interested. I mean, not that you have to be on every one of my streams, but that would be pretty cool. Because basically right now it's just a lot of the default stuff, some stuff they copy and pasted over from Joel's and yours, but oh, we've got oh yes, that's right. You, I can use you. At the top of every one of my levels, I've got a crafting table just because I don't like the idea of having to go down a level to do it. So just at the top of the stairwell there's crafting tables, so makes it easy. Do I have sticks? I have sticks. And no, I already have ladders. Oh, Anna popped into the server and popped off. That's okay. It was a short but pleasant visit. Uh, all right, let me see here. No, I already had a crafting table right there. She can't watch tonight, but she'll be checking your video. Oh, that's kind, super kind. We'll tell her thank you very much. It's all good. Yeah, this is one of those things. I am 100% new to streaming, and I'm touched that even you showed up, Alistair. And that's not meant to sound down on myself. It's just I think the idea of people chiming in is awesome. So I appreciate the fact that you and Anna are here today. That's cool. So I'm on this level. So this is wrong. This should not be here. So I need to build up one more. Took me forever to figure out how how to actually. Oh no, that's not right. So we need to be able to have that out of there. Figure out how to place a block on top of a crafting table. My son's had to. That's true. More the merrier. I agree. And it's and actually me wanting to, or me, I guess, taking up streaming has made me more appreciative of what you and Joel and others do when you're streaming, and it makes me want to watch you folks more often. Now, oops. Now, unfortunately, I don't always get the chance to watch because I work while others stream a lot of the time. But when I can, I like to. Seriously? Oh, so you could have. There's nothing wrong with visiting in. I just you don't feel obligated to drop by and drop off nuggets, but that's very kind of you. So it's funny having every time I look down at number 5 and I see something or slot number 5 in my toolbar and it's filled with something other than torches, I panic a little bit because that's always been my torch spot. And if there's no torches there, then I'm doing something wrong. So let's put that back so I don't worry. Internet too slow? Oh yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. Brain failure. Oh yes. I don't have them all memorized yet, so ladder. Oh, it's just sticks. Okay, I could do that. I'll take 6 of them just in case. I don't think I'll need 6 more, but okay, so that's actually that may be incorrect. I do have to get rid of these. So it's supposed to be 3 up and then 3 again, but I think the fact that I have this this layer here is playing with my mind a little bit. So I need to take these off. Oh, that's what it is? Okay, I wasn't sure if you were just popping on and popping off for, I'm not sure when, checking things out. I do that sometimes when I'm comparing something in my creative world to actually on the server. So I thought you might have been doing something like that. 'Tis life. Yes. Life isn't always grand. Things have been very busy with my oh, maybe that's why I didn't have it in there originally. Interesting. Life's been pretty busy with my day jobs or day job, doing a lot of overtime lately. So I had fully planned on streaming sooner than this, but never really got around to it because of work. Oops. Cool. All right, so why is that different? Oh, it's got the sideway texture on it. Boo! We don't want that. We want it to go straight up. Which means that would be a good spot for. Oh, thank you very much for the host, Alistair. Cool. I guess I never even that never actually even occurred to me. So that's very kind. Thank you very much. Now, one thing I am completely oblivious to. So when you host, and sorry for the questions, do people in your channel get a notification that you're hosting, or if it's just people who happen upon your channel would see me there instead? Cool. That's very cool. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, I can do this. I was thinking I was going to need the sort of seamless. I don't even know what those are called. What are they called? Spruce wood. Oh, as opposed to a log. Is it going? Oh, that's cool. That's good because I was, again, not to be too hard on myself, but I was thinking, man, if they get a notification and they're expecting to come and see you, and then they happen along me, it's going to be an entirely different expectation. So that's cool though. XVI went to bed. Sweet dreams. I'll have to next time I see you, Alistair. I'll have to get a. You'll have to tell me what sort of or how you're actually pronouncing my username before because I have to say I'm a little bit intrigued now. Stairs. Oops, is that's too low. Hey Joel, how's it going? Oh, I was gonna say hey Joel, how's it going? But he's not watching me in the stream. He's actually in. So you'll all get to witness my horrific typing skills. Maybe he'll pop over and make an appearance. Our gracious Citadel host, but he's likely doing something a bit more involved than what I'm doing. Joel, hey, hi stream. And this is one thing that I don't know that it's possible. XE VA or XEVI. That makes sense. I could totally see that. Yeah, XVI. Yes, it's actually I created I have a novel I've been working on for I don't know how old are my sons. They're 13 is or 12 and no 13 and 15 now. So basically for over 10 years I'd been slowly picking away at this novel I'm working on, and one of the characters' names in it I wanted to call them, their name is XVI, and I didn't want to just use the actual straight up letters XVI to make it literally Roman numerals. So that was just sort of the creative spelling I came up with it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. That's one too high. Oh, cool. Thanks, Joel. Joel just hosted the stream as well. You guys are awesome. Great friends. And if I hopefully get a chance to see you on the stream going forward as well, and that way we can all be pals when we stream together or play together in the Citadel anyway. Cool. Thanks. It's one big Citadel family here. All right, I lost track of where I am. I need to get reacquainted. I probably should have looked a little bit more carefully before I ran off there, but I think I would have learned my lesson the first time. All right, let me check this out again. So, paper in hand. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So basically, I need to go 9 up from there, and I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I kind of need to do 2 more. Use a backtick before your message. Oh, if I want to actually have the messages, so slash, no, chat, and then backtick. Like that? Not like that. No, I'm gonna try to make it the backtick. Sorry for the not technical difficulties, but I was just curious to get this chat working here. So use a backtick before your message to send to the chat. I'm not sure. Backtick. Yeah, I didn't actually set anything up in the chat thing other than just getting it running. So it's possible that I don't have that set up yet, but what the heck? Let's give it a look-see. Configure. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. That's okay. We'll set her down. Yes, thank you very much. No rush, but that would be kind of a cool thing to have. I was wondering about that. That was actually sort of was reading the forum. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there we go. What have you do? I am wrong. No, wait. Backtick. Cool. All right, that's cool. Thank you very much. I am going to. I don't know that colon is the one I want to. That actually looks like a creeper incident. I don't recall. I'm not sure colon is the one I want to keep. I think backtick is good because. Fair enough, Anna. But I think the backtick's a good idea because it's single key. Well, switching it to that makes sense because you can just sort of reach up and just tap with your pinky finger, and then it's a single click. As with a colon, I have to do, as silly as it sounds, take my right hand off the mouse, hold shift with my left hand, and then I do it. So I'm going to You know what? Stand by, folks. We're changing things up. There we go. Shazam indeed. Cool. Thanks for that. Nice. It's funny. I'm probably going to be annoying for a little while. I realize I'm half reading everything that gets posted in the chat, just sort of narrating what everyone can see anyway, when there's literally no need to do that. But woohoo. That is true. Yeah, I definitely need to learn more about Nightbot. So this is, oh no, wait, is that correct? Just checking out my tree here. So I'm building out I guess I'm building this. So I guess timely question, Anna. So this is sort of, you're probably not here for the very beginning, but I had rediscovered sort of the original graph paper drawing of my house and what I wanted it to look like. And this was basically, I recreated it in Adobe Illustrator and just have a screen capture of it here so I can sort of refer to it when needed. And I think what I'm realizing now is, so this is my main level. This is and this is the ceiling of my main level. It's not super obvious. Can I zoom in? I can zoom in. Cool. So this is the top. This is the roof of my main level, and this is where the base of the second level starts, and second level finishes. And then what I forgot is I need to have a spacer right here. I did not do that, so I'm going to need the roof of my house here. Oh, sorry, this is the this area here is the ceiling of my sleeping quarters. Then I'm going to need a spacer. Then so the area that I took down was not incorrect. It was just too high. Okay, we're good. Oops. Rookie mistake. Actually, pardon me for a second. I do want that full screen again, just in case. Cool. No, other way. Lightning proof tree. Well, I wish it were a lightning proof tree, but my sons and I were trying to figure out how we could make it lightning proof, and we thought about kind of climbing way up to build this glass roof like 100 feet above it, so that lightning couldn't strike straight down on it. So put it high enough so that people can't generally wouldn't notice it, or we can maybe make it look white so it looked like a stationary cloud. Um, but yeah, once we had the fire tick turned off, it ended up being less of an issue. But it would have been kind of funny having something look exactly like this white cloud, almost sitting right up there but not moving. True, 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 true. All right, so this is all wrong then. That's wrong. All right. What happened to my axe? Ah, yes. Indeed, as we say, my tales are few but legendary. Hopefully increase my frequency on here so that will change. So my tales will be many and legendary. Whoa. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, of course, yeah, I imagine. Okay, so this is the roof of the house, or roof of that floor. We need a space, and then it's funny, you can also just see that as like one of those 50 safety videos. And because of the incident of the lightning strike on the tree of 2019, we no longer have fire tick on, okay? Is that right? So spacer level, and then that's going to be correct. And so you're wrong. I was about to apologize for talking to myself, then I realized that's sort of the whole idea, kind of the main thing you're supposed to do. It was my idea originally. We talked about what would be kind of a cool thing to build on the Citadel, and I said I just want to make a big tree, and so we had some back and forth about different ideas of what it could look like. I wanted it to look like it fit. Oops, oh, it's way down there. Fit in. Well, I wanted it to look like a giant. Um, oh, no worries. I really appreciate you stopping by, Anna. That's really awesome. Have a good night. So it was originally my idea my idea, and I wanted it to look fairly geometric. But then my older son, he likes making things. They're both quite talented, but my older guy, he he's got an architectural knack with buildings and things like that. So he wanted to make a tree that um, was very organic looking and sort of this wild looking thing that grew in different directions. And I would love to actually almost do that at one point, but I had this in mind, and so I wanted to, I guess, admittedly, just wanted to do this, and then maybe entertain the idea of doing, oops, something a little bit more organic in a different area, or maybe in a different stream. So both of my guys are quite gifted builders. They're both good architecturally and with redstone. And I'd probably say my older guys a little bit better at the architectural. My younger guy is probably a bit better at the redstone. And boys, if you're listening, which actually I don't think you are, but that's not me showing favoritism. I love you both equally. It's just an observation. All right. Of course, by the time I'm done my stream, I go downstairs and one of them will have disowned me. That's not true. All right. And then, right, slabs. And so those are the slabs. This sort of little, it's true, it's true. And actually, so even though I wanted this to look fairly geometric, speaking of, um, yeah, there's actually, I wish, part of the reason why I wanted to stream as well, to be honest, is because I always like to try to get a feel for things before I say to my boys, yeah, go ahead, try that out. And so now that I've done this, I mean, I've only done this twice, but I am loving it, and I can sort of totally see the appeal that it would have for them. And so I'm hoping that they can sort of either join me here or in a different world, and we can stream together so that everybody can see the awesome stuff that they do. So one of the making things look organic, my son had the suggestion of keeping the ceilings look a little bit organic. So we've got these every level, shouldn't say every level, but the main level here. And the original plan was to have every level with these sort of gnarly branches that spread out. And then to have it look natural, the ceiling's not smooth, so that the part you walk on is smooth, just so it makes it easier. But then the underneath them kind of have this gnarly, naturally grown out look to them, which is very cool. And yes, it is, yeah. Thank you. I'll let them know you said that. And so the smaller rooms here, there's not really any opportunity to do these big branches that go out, which is, on some level, it's a bit of a drag. But I may, so I've got, essentially what happens is, well, the way I want it to look is that the gnarly branches sort of come out and then they reach across and then spread out there. And then they kind of continue up as the outer support of the floors. And then what I may do is actually have this one sort of come out and like little branches stick out organically. I haven't figured out exactly, oh, don't die. I haven't figured out exactly what it's going to look like, but yeah, essentially mimic what's going on with these going up. Anyway, I'm just rambling, blah, blah, blah. All right, back up to the top. And this is, thank you. So what, this is where I was trying to find that balance though. So part of me likes, yeah, so I was thinking having the logs go out for the branches, but then it gets hard to get into details with just logs. So then having the dark oak be the stairs and the slabs to just sort of have the branches go thinner was that was my older guy's idea, and I think it worked quite well. Pretty sure it was his idea. So younger guy, if it was your idea, I apologize. Dunk, 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 dunk. Oops. That's going to happen more often than I like. All right. I now have logs that. Oh yes, no, I know that's pretty cool. I plan on using those extensively. Part of me would just like to have those as my only thing, and on some level, it makes sense to have them as your only thing because I don't have to worry about it at that point. I was using it. Actually, thank you for the reminder. So once I figured this out, this piece here, I guess I don't necessarily need to have that be one of those logs. I can just have that be a sideways spruce there. So I was trying to, at some point, I was thinking it might just make sense to have them all as spruce wood, and that way I didn't have to worry about which way it was facing. Okay, so that's now, I believe that's correct. Let's go jump off the side and find out. No, I don't know. So I can't clear that. But I can clear that. All right, let's take a look. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize for that. Okay, so that is correct. So back to this. So now we've created that spacer right there. Spacer right there. And then we've created that level, which is this right here. That's fantastic. So then I need to, no, that's this one right here. That one. Then I need 3, 3, and build another platform. And then 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Cool. Yes, thank you. I was for the longest time trying to figure out the best way to, I guess, get a look at what I was doing without having to. I was always trying to climb up into one of these trees and get a good look, but I thought that's ridiculous. I just need to actually make it easier for myself. Getting a little hungry. Where's the, no, we're still good. Still good for time. No need to nap yet. Alrighty. So 3, 3, and 3. There we go. Another platform. We can do this. So before I'm done today, I may just get the entire wood structure built, which is still pretty good. I was hoping to get more done today, but that may be sufficient. So that would be the door out. And then we need to do that. Perfect. And then for you, oops. Does that fall all the way down again? Oh, not all the way. Good. So we want our dark oak stairs again. Fine, torches. I don't really need you right now. Put you away. Oops. Okay, there. Nope, that's too high. Huh. No, it wasn't. All right, sorry for the flip-flopping. There we go. And then this is funny. The oak trapdoors, I always lose track of these because the number hides them. And there are times where I literally go through my entire thing more than once trying to find them. They're sneaky. They're sneaky. log. And you get a log. So this will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then another one. Might as well just build the whole thing right now. So pick block. I am unfamiliar with pick block. Maybe that makes me a horrible Minecraft player, but do tell Alistair, what is pick block? Is it like a special command or something, or? Wait a second. So this ladder, I messed that up. So you don't actually need to be there. That's the wrong tool. You don't need to wear down for no reason. And then yes, I think. What did you say? Yeah, so I'm having Streamlab interference. I could have swore that I actually removed it so that it was no longer a potential interference for Nightbot. So that's frustrating. That's something I'll have to figure out after. Me either, because I mean I'm not sure if I can actually see everything that you said, but I looked at the chat and it didn't look like there's anything there. Oh yeah, that's normal. Why can't you? Oh, because you. Oh my goodness. Come on, stop it. There. Dear ladder, you're not supposed to be there. All right, so I'm getting the point. Nope, it's bedtime. So it's funny. This is one of those things I have to remind myself of constantly, is that I am not in this by myself. Y'all are here, so I gotta keep on talking. Sleepy time. I always find it funny that it says went to bed, sweet dreams, as I wake up, instead of saying something like went to bed. Did you have a good sleep? The dreams were already had, and they were sweet. So that would be why I can't put one here, because you're there. So now I need you back. There we go. Which means you are going to go there, but you can't be there. All right. Okay, but then I also need to have you back. So I'm getting messed up as to where these don't. Oh, whatever. I'll come back for you later, my child. But right now, we got work to do. Cool. So now we're on this level. That's correct. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to need some more logs at some point. So let's just lay down the ones I've got, and then we'll go back and get some more. But I have these pieces of wood. Why not just use them? All right, now let's go jump out of. Wait a second. You are just needing to be. I lost track of what that. Well, that just needs to be another log. Right. Sorry. Don't have the logs right now, but we'll get some more. All right, back to the trees. I suppose one of the things I could do is just, do I have any bones? I believe I do. Oops, no, not that. Oh, that'd be bad. Sort of create a. See, if that noise, I've heard that on and off, and I'm not sure what that is. Freaks me out a little bit. Because there's a noise for the longest time I didn't know was supposed to be a witch. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate the rating. What would make it a 10 out of 10 jump? I bet you if there's some way I could do a backflip or something and then land it. A backflip and stick the landing, that'd be a 10 out of 10. Yeah, you read my mind. A little bit of a delay in the stream, but that's funny. Yeah, I suppose I should make my life easier by actually planting a sapling. I think I need 4 saplings, don't I? I do need 4 saplings. All right, let's go. First, we'll cut down another tree, get more saplings. That's a pretty sad looking one. Ta-da! But you just grew, so I'll leave you alone. I'll go kill an old guy. There, Alistair, you're going to be known for your mistreatment of animals on the Citadel, and I'll be known for my massacre of innocent trees. I know I could go to the tree farm, I guess, but that's part of it as well. I like the idea of grabbing some things myself. It just feels sometimes all of the work being done already means like I don't have to go and find anything. I just go get it. It's like one of the things I like about playing with the boys is usually when we start a new world, it's kind of building from scratch, and then you have to go find the iron to build the this and that and dig like crazy for all of the resources. But around here, I can basically go. Although I'm being a bit of a hypocrite. I do love the fact that I can just go get chicken anytime I want and not have to worry about food. But in terms of like the resource gathering, I do enjoy this part. All right, so now I got me some enough saplings that I can go and where should I do this? Sure, let's do the power sapling right here, or the power tree right here. It's true, actually. One of the things I do like is the fact that I guess my tree is not really right in the town. It's sort of being at the edge of the town. I do have a gathering of trees around it, so even though it's a big tree that should stand out like a sore thumb, it doesn't because of the slight coverage that's everywhere around it. Shazam. That is a serious tree. How serious is it? It's so serious, I'm going to feel a little bit bad about cutting it down. But it's as one of my managers says, it's a renewable resource, and so I'll be able to plant it again right afterwards. Oh, and Alistair, thanks again for the tip for the wrong typography on the title screen. I'm not sure, not that you've really had a chance to see the title screen, I don't think, but I switched out the lettering for the right font. Or I should say, I kept the same font, but switched out the uppercase letters for the lowercase variety. So now I am on brand with the Citadel. It's funny, like, you saw and noticed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was one of those things where I feel bad. I mean, as a graphic designer, I feel like that's something I should have noticed. That the font was the brand and hype. No, sorry, brand hype. Exactly. But I should have noticed the type. That's my thing. I got a bad designer. All right, now we got, oops, too far. It's funny because with my sort of streaming with Steve and graphics and stuff like that, it was one of these things where I was excited to stream, but I had admittedly was a bit nervous about the idea of it, so I sort of was able to delay streaming a bit by creating graphics. And I was just telling my family, like, even if I don't enjoy streaming, I had a lot of fun actually creating the graphics. And as Alistair and both Joel both told me, you know, just because I create these graphics doesn't mean they're done. So I may go back and tweak them at another point. Uh, Something you should also know about me is I'm horrible with navigating around. I get lost easily. All right, so we are going back up to the top. Actually, I'll take a quick look because I forget how many levels I've built. So, the mine got a complete overhaul. Ooh, interesting. So this is what I mean. Maybe I'll join. I'm not sure if your viewers would find that interesting, just sort of doing a walk around to get me reacquainted with it, because that's something that I do, I shouldn't say desperately need, but every time somebody mentions something, oh, that's over by the this and over by the that, my brain goes, yep, no idea what you're talking about. It's very nice of you to tell me, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so there, and I need to do. Sorry, this is repetitive. I'm just trying to reacquaint myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9. I need to go 9 up for the platform. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe not right now because my focus today is to finish off the wooden structure, and then after that's done, I'm going to I may call it quits, because then after that it's basically going to be dressing it up with the leaf cover, and then once I've got the leaf cover, then it's just a matter of furnishing that bad boy. And so I may have to call in my sons. They are, I shouldn't say furnishing. Well, I don't know. Compared to me, they're furnishing experts. And this is one of the things I hope the boys are able to come online and stream at some point, because they did basically. My sons created this sort of sea shanty town on the edge of um, one of the servers at one of the edge of the water, one of the servers that they play on, and basically they terraformed out the land to get it to where they want it to be. Plus, they created these houses and they created this little restaurant. And then my older guy created created a new texture pack specifically for the sea cucumber, so that if you place one sea cucumber on the bar table, it looks like, I'm probably going to mess this up. It looks like a beer. And then if you put two of them down, then it's a beer with fish. And if you put three of them down, it's a beer with fish and bread kind of thing. So the more sea cucumbers you put down, so you can have sets of 1 to 4, it just changed how big of a meal you got. It was pretty impressive. Yeah, you're not supposed to be there. You're helpful. Yeah, it was actually. I'll have to. There's so many little things that they've done that have made me just kind of. I don't even know how you guys come up with this stuff. It's pretty cool. So part of the problem is we don't have computers powerful enough to actually for all of us to use. So what I'm trying to do is I've set up a new user on this Mac so that my older son, who's keener on streaming right now, so he has a better machine to be able to do it on. So that actually gets the platform right there. Okay. So I can, just as a visual reminder for myself, like this, because that is actually another level. This is the topmost level, also known as the launch pad. So when I do get myself an Elytra eventually, I will launch myself into the great beyond from the giant platform. Thanks, Joel. Oops, right. I have a couple of key commands that I use in actual everyday life that I can just basically can hit two closed round brackets and it'll automatically make a smiley face. So then when I'm in applications where it doesn't work, I'm always stunned for a moment going, why? Why don't you do what you're supposed to do? Oops, that's not, no, that's not correct. Without the backtick, Wilson and Joel. And okay. Oh, I see. So it can only be one or the other. So when I backtick it, well, then, so does the backtick not show up in Minecraft chat? I guess I'm not even going to say it. At this point, the sleep's gone by long enough. He's going to go, what is he talking about? Oh, well then, thanks, Joel. I appreciate you going to sleep. That was helpful. Note to self, don't say anything bad about Joel while he's listening. Gotcha. Be kind of cool if there was a different one. Like you could set up one if you just wanted it to go to. Actually, it'd be kind of handy if the backtick sent it to both, because really, that's right. Oh, thank you very much, Joel. Oh, no problem. You're too kind. No, you're too kind. After you. I wish I could do that whistle S thing. That's I walked backwards off. That's one thing those gophers always cracked. Or that's a different thing. Those two plate ones, right? But there's the gopher is from. It does work actually. Thanks, Miniman. So Firepits42 is my younger guy, so he's just wondering if the Minecraft chat works. Cool. Cool, cool. Yep, it's pretty handy. It's one of the things I'm not. Oh, come on, Steven. One of the things I'm not always good at is looking down at the. Well, I mean, I've only done it once, but one thing I wasn't good at the first time was looking down at the Twitch chat app while I was doing the stream. So, yeah. So super grateful that you had that already figured out. That's correct. I believe it's supposed to be just a mimic of this. Well, that's my plan anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that one's covered. And then we go. Oh my goodness, we're almost done the structure. That's exciting. Actually, I will take those back. Oh, do I have another one? I don't have another one. Well, if only I had a crafting table nearby. It's like I planned it. Oh my gosh. Perfect. So now I'm going to steal back those the spruce wood I put at the top here because I thought, oh, well, no, I don't really need to have, I don't need it, so I'll just place it. But actually, this will be, I need to make it, probably need to make another one, but I'll save the spruce wood to cap off the entire thing at the very, very top. Oop, no, you stay. Stay. Oh, did I run out? I did not. I was going to say, I went and gathered a whole whack of these things. How could I be out? So that's the last ladder I need to place, I believe. Yes, because this is the very, very top. Oh, wait a second. This is not correct, actually. So I went and I just killed a giant tree for potentially no reason. So this level, it's all green. So one of the things I should have been doing down there while I was whacking away at the leaves was shearing away the leaves instead, because this Okay, yeah, I got ahead of myself. So you guys all need to be spruce wood and not spruce logs. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. They could be spruce logs just on their sides. Because that is the topmost level. Whatever, we got the wood, let's use the wood. So indecisive. All right. Oops. There you go. You just want an ally so that we're both more murderous than we should be. Actually, no. So this should go like that, and you guys should go. That's not correct. Why are you gonna be like that? There you go. And now I need more. Hello? Walk? Walk. There we go. That tree deserved it. A disclaimer on. Yes, no, I saw that. That was hilarious. As I was setting up the information panels underneath my video in my stream, I was going through. I wonder what Joel and Alistair and Megan have, and then I had a read through of that. That's pretty funny. That's probably all I need, really. But it's not like I'll never need spruce logs again. So, and then 1, 2, 3. The wooden structure is done. Oh my goodness, is it really? Okay, we need to go check this out. No, now it's done. One ladder piece missing. Now it should be done. Nope. Oh my goodness, it's not. So we need. Oh, of course you're gonna be like that. I'll just sink down while I'm changing these things around. And up we go. So there was one piece in the wall that was missing. Boom. All right, now I believe the wooden structure is done. And I'm saying that again. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. I should not be left in charge of these things. Grab those. And that's basically where I want to go, so I can go have a look. Kersploosh. Oh, okay. It's funny because those come up, your smileys and things come up as chat, as text in the Minecraft chat. I was looking at them going, I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me. It looks enthusiastic. All right, so sort of structurally, that's sort of done because I'm going to build a sort of a green platform right there, and then a green one around that. So green here, green there. Right, that's what I was going to do. So this middle layer here, this is my storage area. So I'm going to take those walls out. I don't need windows in there at all. It's not meant to look nice. It's just this. That's sort of the supply area. So that's going to be all. I think that was going to be all wood. Yes. So that middle area, I need to make that all wood. Maybe I'll make this platform look. I'll make that dark oak as well, perhaps. Oh, I keep doing that. Stop it. Okay. I'll make it go. Maybe what I'll do. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go and I will shear a bunch of trees, and then replant those trees, and then I will build out all the green, and then maybe change this afterwards. All right. All right. All right. All right. how much time we've been. Oh, we've been doing this for almost an hour and a half. So in my household, that actually brings us close to 10. That's not too bad. It's getting close to bedtime though for the family, so I have to probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes or so. So what I'll do is I know what I'll do is I will just replace that far wall, because that's the one that faces my tower, or my viewing platform. So if I can basically like make it look right from the viewing platform. Oh, that's one too high. Yeah, so the way those windows look with sort of having the stair treatment here, and then the windows, or the trapdoors as windows, that's all my son's helping me out with that. One of the things I really, well, streaming I want to get better at in general, but one of the reasons why I like the idea of um, I guess streaming, it's playing Minecraft with intent, and one of the things I've never really been good at is sort of planning things out as well as I would like. Thanks again, Joel. Didn't even notice it was getting dark. I was looking down too much. Oops. I can't be almost out of those, am I? No, more. Okay. Yeah, and that's one thing I didn't have. Not that I want to keep going back to my first stream and going, oh, I did this wrong and that wrong. But after I came out of it, I was just so glad to have, I guess, gotten over the jitters of the first time stream, and then it made me realize I really didn't have a plan. I just sort of went in, which that's all right. That's all right. We learn and we grow. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, for me, I didn't spend quite an hour on this one. No, it's true. I shouldn't say I did that the first time, but it was basically my first stream was also getting reacquainted with the Citadel and my tree, really, and talking while playing. That's one of the things that um, I'm still trying to get used to. All right, so that's actually not bad. And then what I think though, instead of having that as spruce, I'm going to take that out and make that dark oak as well. I sort of wish I could have this green so that it looked more like that level of the tree. I don't really, yeah, we'll see how it goes. That looks good for now. Well, thank you very kindly, sir. It's, yeah, I have a feeling that if I didn't have the two of you here, like people that I actually know with and engaged in the chat here, I don't know that I'd be talking a whole lot either. It looks pretty good. So let's dark oak those. Let's do that whole floor now that I'm thinking about it. So we got all the spruce logs. Let's spruce log all those walls, and then dark oak the outer edge of the floor so that the spruce is no longer visible. And then that might be the wooden structure. Yeah, so I'm not sure if either of you ever visited my tree before. I actually have a mine system that I was sort of planning down here of my own. So I haven't had a chance to look at it in forever. So I'd probably go down and get lost. And yeah, I don't even remember what's down there. It was one of those things where what does that mean that I'm loading all the farms? I'm just keeping everything active because probably because I'm the only one in this area. Is that what it is? You guys get to sort of venture off into different areas of the world, and your food will always be here when you come back. Nice. Well, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You've been you've been going to sleep Oh, those corners, I can use the logs for those. You've been going to sleep for me to keep the weather nice, and I'll just keep the food coming. So that, nice. Yeah, I haven't actually even seen the creeper farm. I've heard mentioned that it's not too far away from my place, but I know somebody's pointed it out to me before. I apologize, I can't remember which one of you two it was, but where did you go? Weird. But yeah, again, like that's what I mean. If one of you, we can do a tour someday. A tour. You show me where everything is. Right. Has he been on a lot lately, Mattcast? I've actually, not that I'm on super frequently, but I've only been on. Um, I don't think I've seen him on in the last little while, or the last few times I've been on. You built a giant creeper or giant creeper farm, I'm assuming. I don't know why you would put a giant creeper underground. Losing track of, losing my train of thought here. I'm gonna fill those in. I think my original plan was I left those open because I was thinking of using upside down dark oak stairs in the corners there, but then I've since decided against it. I'm not gonna drop down there. That would be silly. All right, so actually I could just do, that's what I'll do. Well, I won't even do dark oak down there. I will just do spruce logs throughout. Since it doesn't really, those spruce logs won't infect the interior at all. So one of my worries was mixing the dark and light wood and then not having enough contrast for these branches to show up in the floor below. If I made the ceiling, I guess I should say, dark oak, then these branches wouldn't show up very well. So part of me wanted to go with dark wood, but then I was reluctant. Oops. I feel like there's times when I don't necessarily feel like, well, there, Firebith, I'm actually taking the my inventory level and I'm going to make it entirely um, come on brain, making the entire thing um, spruce log. That's what it's called. So I'm going to keep the actual. I decided I'm going to keep the spruce woods for walls and everything for now, and then put the foliage on around it, and then see how it looks. So then if the foliage looks fine, then I will. Or sorry, if the wood doesn't show through the foliage too much, then I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't really think there's oops, a need to tear down all of the walls. And then for Joel and Alistair, I've been toying with the idea of taking out all of the spruce and replacing it with dark oak, just so that it didn't show up through the foliage very much, but I don't really think that's necessary anymore. It's like right now when I'm doing stuff like this, there's not much point in talking because I'd just be like that dog from the ages old America's Funniest Video. We're just pushing the rock, pushing the rock. I'm just like placing the log, placing the log, placing the log. There's really not much to say. He's just placing logs. All right, cool. Now, sorry, structure, you gotta come down. Hey, Lawaz, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by the stream. Yeah, it's one of those. I think it's still on somewhere. I think Netflix may have picked it up or something like that now. But back in the day when people had like actual analog camcorders and things like that, you've been framed. So I've actually heard of that, but not actually seen it either. And I'm not sure if they're even similar, but I know America's Funniest Home Video was essentially, people would record stuff and catch things that were unexpected, that were hilarious. And basically, this show would showcase them all. And I believe it still does the same thing. But it sort of got to the point where it was less funny because it was like people were almost staging them, I felt, were the ones that were the funniest, and I think ended up being the most successful in terms of actually winning, were the ones that were, just the result of a spontaneous, a happenstance, happy mistake, not a happy mistake, but getting that chance recording. All right, oops, I forgot to drink my tea. It's nice marshmallow tea. Oops. A marshmallow tea to help with my throat when I talk. He's stirring, stirring, stirring. Yeah, it's true. Same with the other one. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I missed that other one. Yeah, with the animals and the kids, those are the ones that were the most spontaneous. It's either that or adults accidentally hitting themselves in the face or falling down using a kid's slip and slide or something. So, yeah, probably wouldn't surprise me if they actually recycled videos between the two shows. So you get the British version and videos that'd be hilarious if videos that have aired on the American show and they go, well, it hasn't made it over to the other side of the pond yet, so let's go try our luck for money over there. And that's just me goofing around. I don't know if that was actually the case. All right, log, log, log. True, and far more easily accessible too. Oops. Oops. Did I actually exhaust all my? Here I was thinking I cut down that tree for no good reason. Well, as Alistair said, that tree deserved. No, the tree did not deserve it. It was a good tree. It was a loyal tree. Time to, yeah, that's right. Time to spring another giant and then chop it down. Let's go back to exactly the same area. So since what does that sound? It sounded like water as I was walking. Does that mean there's water underneath me? Or is that the water from my tree? Interesting. Yeah, there's water right here. I may regret digging down. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I enabled the Streamlabs and a Nightbot. I was playing around with the two of them to figure out which one I like better, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I just sort of, I guess, as we talked, as you and I talked, there was, I know I could chat with you and Joel and probably Megan to figure out Nightbot a little bit, and even Cosmic said she offered help, which is pretty cool. But then I could have swore that I disabled Streamlabs. I thought I had straight up not just disabled it. I could have swore I straight up removed it. That's what it is. Maybe I wonder if that's what you said last time as well. And I just saw the Streamlabs is a prude. Yeah, there's something that was pretty like I think I mentioned it to you, Alistair. There's something that was appealing about Streamlabs that I could just sort of, I've got Streamlabs and I've got Twitch, so just two things to worry about. And then Nightbot, as I was getting used to things, it just felt like, oh, one more thing I need to learn and one more thing I need to sort of manage. So for me, I was hoping I could get it all in one place, but. Did I catch that? I got that. I just need one more. One more sapling, come on. Hello, anyone? All right. I know I said I like to do things on my own, but I know there's a drawer of saplings over here, so I'm going to go grab one. Feel free to point and mock, but did I know there were llamas here? I don't think I knew there were llamas here. It's amazing. Now, are they llamas or alpacas? Whatever they are handsome fellows, or gorgeous, whichever you prefer. Llamas, awesome. Thanks, Fiapith. What am I doing? Large chest? That's not what I want. I need to go to the spruce. And I admittedly have not been to the farm in a while, so I'm a little bit lost. There we go. Holy smokes, that's a lot of saplings. A wandering trader's llama at that. Ah, cool. What makes, is it because of what it has on it? Are there different kinds of llamas, Firepith? Yeah. Oh, saw the head there, right? Yeah. Okay, what was that noise? I'm not sure if you could hear that in the stream, but it's almost like a little bit of a mythical or mystical chime. Ah, cool. And we'll find out where that water comes from one of these days. Oh, right. Alistair usually burns the llamas in lava. Well, that's something I witnessed him do with sheep. And maybe that makes me a bad person, but that was a fairly entertaining stream, I gotta say. All right. Enough chit chat. I'm losing track of my train of thought here. Oh my gosh, it's huge. So this one is completely different than the last one. It's almost all log. All right. Up we go. Oh, good to know. Cool. Thank you kindly, young sir. In reference to what? How much I'm afraid I don't quite get the analogy fully, Alistair. Did you literally mean sports? Oh, the mutton button. Yes, that's right. that was pretty fun. I was glad I was actually able to join in on that stream. But it was funny because I actually had I had ordered groceries as well, and so I had to leave the stream to go get groceries. But then I brought up your stream on my phone, so I was sitting in the parking lot waiting for them to bring out the groceries, and I was watching the button again. Yeah, me too. It's funny because that was actually one of the things that made me interested in streaming, not the button per se, but the fact that, and this will sound weird, I'm not saying this fishing for a compliment or anything like that, but when I heard myself back on your stream, I noticed that I wasn't, and I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, it wasn't as interesting sounding as I thought I was, and that might sound foolish, but it was, it made me realize I was actually really curious about the idea of streaming, partially because I could use it as practice for, yeah, I guess just working on public the public speaking side of things. Time to burn some sheep alive. That's right. I forget. I didn't even. I don't think I caught when Megan liberated the sheep. Did she just automatically light it on fire or something? Is that what liberated? Yeah, in quotation marks, exactly. All right, let's plant a few more of these saplings because I feel bad for just. And I put one right there. Oh, there's water. All right, now I feel silly. Like this is actually a thing right underneath where I was standing. Oh, this is interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to check this out. It's funny. It's been so long since I played on here. I don't know if this is something that I discovered, one of my sons discovered, or somebody else discovered, but don't break these specific torches. Okay. Holy smokes. All right. We are adventuring down here one of these streams for sure. For now, however, my young firepath boy, we need to finish up here soon so that you can get to bed. Not just so you can get to bed, because I have grown-up responsibilities as well. Grown-up responsibilities. Boo. This is just right over from my house. I had no idea. And, all right, that's what we're doing. It's funny. I find like I'm losing track of my train of thought easily. I say, yeah, let's go do this, and yeah, let's go do that. But then I turn around and I look at the direction I'm heading. It happens in real life more often than I'd like to admit as well. I just have a plan of action and then walk into a room. And once you're in that room, the reason why you're there, gone. Yeah, no kidding. Well, it's not that anyone ever told me I wouldn't have the responsibility. It was more, you'll have more freedom because you can sort of make your own decisions. But that's not always true because all your decisions are based around grown-up responsibilities. Yeah, totally. But sometimes I find when I'm waiting for the reason to come back, and I'm sure other people do as well. There is no hope that that reasoning or that the or what I was trying to do is going to come back to me. I literally have to walk away to the point where, or the place where the thought originally occurred, and I go right, and go back to do it again. All right. Wow, we're doing all right. Oh, but I locked myself. I locked myself out. Deep breaths. We can get through this. Can we? Are we able to? It's true. Um, I mean, sometimes it's a great thing. My wife and I actually we have this ability to both, I guess, keep each other in check because it's like we've got our own version of ooh shiny things that I go, oh, this is amazing. I have to have it. And then she goes, do you? Do you really? And I'm paraphrasing, but then she'll see things that she thinks are great, and she goes, I'd really like to get this. And then I go, and then I can say, do you need it? Are you sure? Yeah, you're right. True enough. True enough. Louise, if you do want it to go well, the back and forth. Although it's nice every once in a while when you allow each other to have those shiny things. My shiny things tend to be, oh, I'd like to get this software based thing. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. We need to just build ourselves up a little platform here. There we go. Beauty. Now, ooh, that was close. That's all right, Lawaz. I do appreciate you stopping by very much. I will be finishing up soon anyway, so your timing on leaving is fairly close to my timing on leaving. True, I keep forgetting that. Thank you very kindly again, young sir. It's half the time I play, I feel like my sons are just going, Dad, there's a quicker way to do that. Dad, there's a quicker way to do that. But they're good about it. All right, cool. So that is, I believe that's the entire structure. So I was thinking I needed the top again, but really that's going to be green all the way around, and I need to exit from there. So yeah, this thing that keeps throwing me off about this, that bugs me, is this level is actually going to be partially covered with green. It's true. It is very true. You are here to tell me there's a quicker way. Cool. All right. Well, right on. I think that's actually it. Cool. All right. Well, I'm actually going to bow out, everybody. I just wanted to thank you all very much for stopping by and watching the stream. Um, yeah, I don't know when I'll be on next. I'm thinking Thursday evenings might be. There's a gap on the log section. All right, here I was getting ready to say goodbye, but are you meaning right across here? All right. Thank you both very much for stopping by. Have yourself a good night. Here, actually, I'm gonna stop it here, Firepith, and I think maybe you and I can pop in at another point, and we can chat about what gap it is that I'm missing. This spacer right here, if that's what you're talking about, that's actually going to be filled in with green all the way around. So right now, it does have a space right there, but it's going to be filled in with one giant green block. Anyway, I think that's all my brain can handle for right now as well. So thank you again for stopping by. And yeah, I'm hoping, I've been thinking about a schedule. I don't have anything concrete yet. I may be aiming for Sunday evenings as my go-to, and then I might try to throw in one other weekday in the mix. So again, I want to thank you all very much for stopping by and have yourselves a great night. Take care.